Hey guys, now that we're here in December, we're getting closer to the wipe, and I just wanted to make sure that everyone was ready for it. In the upcoming wipe, we're expecting to see a lot of major meta shifts to the game, ranging from vaulting to armor plates that are actually going to matter where you shoot someone on the torso or other regions that the armor may not actually cover. Expect shotguns to be one of the most lethal gun types in the game for the majority of the wipe rather than just the beginning and the mid portion. That all being said, let's talk about what you can do to prepare for when the wipe finally does get announced here at the end of the month. The first thing that I can advise on this is to actually take a break from Tarkov here, probably about 2 to 3 weeks before you think the wipe is going to happen. This coincides, luckily enough, with about Christmas time. So, take a break. You don't want to play continually, burn yourself out, and then have the wipe hit and just not have the motivation to play. If you have the capability of being able to play and not burn out, I know if you're a bit younger, it's a lot easier to just continually play and play and play and not feel that burnout, then by all means, keep practicing, because you should have some of the routes that you want to run for the early wipe in mind when the wipe happens. That way you can get in, create your PMC, and just go. This would also be the perfect time to figure out if you want to try out something new for next wipe. I know I was talking to one of my friends and we talked about possibly doing scav only weapons for the wipe. Probably not going to do that. This wipe I did the first half pretty much bolt action only, and then I finally moved on to the other weapons so that way I could do other quests. Start looking around at areas that you may think you want to try to see if you can vault up to. I'll put a link to my customs video where I show the different rat spots in customs. Almost all of those spots I think are going to be even more easily reached with vaulting in the game. Now, if they trim down what you can vault over or what you can jump to, that might change, but we won't know that until the wipe. If there's any particular map that you don't know well, now is the perfect time to at least go and scav that map a whole ton while you have a lower scav timer, so that way you can learn that map and easily just jump right into it when the wipe happens. I actually never liked going onto reserve my first wipe or two, and then I started doing a bunch of scav runs on it at the end of the second wipe I played. And with that, I actually learned the map really well, and now it's one of my favorite maps to go to. As for out-of-game practices, make sure that you have a good jug of water, good food for when the wipe happens. I know that for the first day of the wipe, this wipe we're currently on, I actually had the day off from work, so I went and I got myself a big water bottle, I got myself some food, and I just did a bunch of scav runs and task completion for my first day of the wipe, just to make sure that I had everything I needed, whether it was gas analyzers, USB sticks, or even some of the valuable items that you need for later quests from Ragman, like vases and horses, things like that. If you have been on the fence about buying Edge of Darkness edition of the game, now is pretty much the last time that you're going to be able to get it. They are going to be removing Edge of Darkness from the store, so if you previously purchased Edge of Darkness, you'll still retain it. It's just they are no longer going to be offering that edition of the game for sale. And that does come with the added benefit of the Gamma container, which is a 3x3 container, and despite what people like to say, it's pretty massive in the benefit that it gets you. There's a reason why I always try to rush the Punisher questline. It's so that I can get the Epsilon container because it is so much bigger than that Alpha container. Now, if you're going to be like me and you're still going to function off of a standard account, that is perfectly fine. Just understand that with that comes a little bit more grinding, and you need to be a little bit smarter with your stash management throughout most of the early part of the wipe. With that, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful December so far. I've been kind of relaxing, just basically doing some scav runs, thinking about what I want to do for next wipe. I was initially thinking of a shotgun-only run, but I think I'm just going to do another standard run and maybe even attempt to go for Kappa, because I haven't really tried that yet. I've heard that it's a really, really rough grind, but I feel up to it. It'll be a good challenge. Give me something to do here through January and February when the other games I play have some slowdown. All that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know down in the comments below if there's any specific types of videos you want to see coming out, whether it be more guides, you just want to see raw gameplay, if you just want progression of how I'm doing on Kappa. Let me know. Have a wonderful Christmas, guys. Take care.